Hi everyone, now we will conduct a teaching lesson of strategy tools of a company, which are value chain analysis and core competencies. Okay, now I will explain about the value chain analysis. A value chain is the full range of activities, including design, production, marketing, and distribution. Businesses conduct to bring a product or service from conception to delivery. The company's strategy to integrate is made according to the direction of integrated desire. There are four types of integration, which are backward integration, forward integration, horizontal integration, and also vertical integration. Now I will explain about the backward integration. Backward integration is a form of vertical integration that involves the purchase of or merge with suppliers after supply chain. Then, the company pursues backward integration when it is expected to result in improved efficiency and cost saving. The example for backward integration is Starbucks Company. The Starbucks Company had purchase agreements with coffee growers and also own coffee bean farm in Costa Rica and China. Thus, Starbucks can continually get the supply of coffee beans. Next is about the forward integration. Forward integration is a business strategy whereby business activities are expanded to include control of the direct distribution or supply of a company's product. This type of vertical integration is conducted by a company moving down the supply chain. For example of forward integration is Disney. Disney has more than 300 retail stores to sell Disney merchandise, and then if it were to release a film, it would be able to make the film in its own studios, advertise it through its own network, and distribute it through its own distribution company. And then this figure can let you all more understand about the forward integration and backward integration. For the forward integration, a company is involved gaining ownership or increased control over the distributor or retailer, such as the marketing or after-sales service. For another is backward integration is when the company's strategy of seeking ownership or increased control over firm suppliers that supply them intermediate goods or the raw material. Then the next one is horizontal integration. Horizontal integration is a competitive strategy that can create economies of scale, increase market power over distributors and suppliers, increase product differentiation, and help businesses expand their market or enter new markets. In the other words, is horizontal integration actually is like a company that buy or acquire their competitors so that can increase their market power. Another example is like the Volkswagen that acquires their competitor Porsche. Another is Facebook also has acquired Instagram during 2012, which are their competitors. Okay. Next is the vertical integration. Vertical integration may combine the backward, forward, and horizontal integration, where it involves the ownership control of activities over the entire value chain, so that to achieve through merge, acquisition, and takeovers. Then example for vertical integration is Starbucks Company. The Starbucks Company had combined the backward and forward integration together. For example, is the Starbucks Company buys the coffee farm and roasts all its own coffee. and then Starbucks will sell it through an entirely company's own store, which are the store that we can see at most of the shopping malls. And then I will differentiate between horizontal and vertical integration so that you all would more understand about horizontal and vertical integration. Then a very simple example for horizontal integration is when a biscuit company decides to buy another biscuit company. So this means that the biscuit company buy their competitors directly. While for the vertical integration is when a biscuit company decides to buy the tracking company that distributes the biscuit to retailers, or decides to buy the company that provides the raw materials for the biscuit. From this example, we can see that the biscuit company combine the backward integration and also forward integration together. So these are the difference between horizontal integration and vertical integration. And then next, I will pass to my friends to explain about the core competencies.
Hi everyone, now I will continue with another strategy tools which is core competency. The first thing to understand the core competency is to understand that the businesses need to have something that customer unique value if they are to make a good profit. Businesses with nothing unique to distinguish them from their competition are doomed to compete on price. Core competency are the things that a company can do unique well and that no one else can copy quickly enough to affect the competition. Nowadays, companies will focus on their core competency and continually work to build and reinforce them. Their product will more advanced than those of their competitors, and customers will prefer to pay more of them. If you're able to offer something that are special and good, customers will choose your product and willing to pay more for them. Okay, now let us move to the core competency analysis. In the core competency analysis consists of relevant, difficulty of imitation, and also the breadth of application. So the first is the relevant. Relevant means that the competitors might give your customer something that strongly influences him or her to choose your product or service. If it does not, then it has no effect on your competitive position and is not a core competence. For example, is Dyson Cool Fan. Dyson Cool Fan is unique in their product design and specification. The high velocity air for personal cooling with non-fast spinning blade make the product is safe and easy to clean compared to the ordinary fan. Therefore, customers were willing to choose and pay more for their product because of their specifications and product design. Next is the difficulty of imitation. It means that the advantage of core competency is the unique identity for the organization. This allows you to provide products that are better than those of your competition. Adopted products of companies are regularly imitated, but you cannot imitate their core competence. For example, is the iOS system of the Apple company. iOS is a mobile operating system created and developed by Apple company. The iOS only applicable in the Apple product like iPad, iPhone. Their innovation of the system are difficult to imitate by their competitors, which is Android. The third one is the breadth of application. It means that it should be something that opens up a good number of potential markets. If it only opens up a few small niche markets, then success in this market will not be enough to sustain significant growth. For example, is Samsung. Samsung enlarged their market in different areas which consist of communication, entertainment, and electric application. Their product involve of smartphone, television, and refrigerator, washing machine. Because of their good quality in their smartphone, other products such as television and refrigerator also receive a good improvement in their sales. So, here comes to the end of our teaching video. Hope you all enjoy it. Thank you guys. Bye bye.